Okay, so today we're going to go over a couple of primary source analysis tools. Um, so in history, we always want to create as accurate of a historical narrative as possible, and the best way to do that is by analyzing primary sources. So the two tools I'm going to show you today are going to be two different tools to help you analyze primary sources and get the most out of your primary sources. So the first tool we're going to go over today is from the Library of Congress. This is the primary source tool analysis tool, and it uses this triacta here: observe, reflect, and question the primary source. Um, so it has these three text boxes here, and the interesting thing about this tool is that it has this little question mark here. If you click on it, it's a guided. It's like a guide or a scaffold um, prompt for the student. So these are prompts to help and guide students through the analysis of the primary source. Um, So before we go through that, the first thing you want to do is choose what type of primary source you're dealing with, because the prompts um, are going to depend on which type of primary source you choose. So um, analyzing a um, let's say we're analyzing a text, a printed text. Okay, so we put that here, and then we just go through the observe text box first, and we could go through the prompts. If the student needs the prompts, these are prompts to help you to kind of scaffold your writing as you go. Um, so describe anything you see on the page besides words, such as images or decorations. How is the text or other information arranged on the page? Describe anything about this text that looks strange or unfamiliar. These are the types of prompts that'll help the student respond to the primary source. Then you move on to the next section, the reflect section, and this also has prompts. So what was the purpose of this text? Who created the text? What do you think? Who do you think was its audience? Can you tell anything that was important at the time it was made? So again, all these prompts are designed to help scaffold and help the student along as they write their reflections about the primary source. Okay, and then the next box is the questioning box. And again, we can look at some of the prompts. The prompts in the questioning section are, you'll notice at the end here, are the who, the what, the when, and the where questions. So these questions will definitely help the student analyze the primary source um, better. And on the bottom here you have a box for further investigation where the student can write um, their thoughts about the primary source and what they got out of it. And then below that are different ways to make this an assignment so that the student can download their responses. They can print them out and bring them to class and turn them in. Or if they click on this email button here, it'll bring them to this page where they can input the teacher's email. This is the person who they want to um, send their primary source analysis to. And then they could put also the name of their primary source, the URL of the primary source that they're analyzing. So for example, if they're analyzing this, which is the Epic of Gilgamesh, they would just copy paste the URL at the top and copy it and then paste it into this URL section right here. And then they would put their name, the date, and the class, and then they would click send, and that would send their primary source analysis straight to the teacher. So that's one primary source analysis tool. A second primary source analysis tool that I found is this artifact analysis worksheet from the National Archives site. So this is basically a worksheet that students can go through and answer the questions, and these questions will help them think a little bit more like a historian, help them analyze the primary source in a way that will contribute to the narrative that they start to build about the time period they're studying. So some of these questions are the type of artifact, describe the material from which it is made, bone, pottery, metal, wood, stone, leather. So for example, if they're studying this cuneiform tablet that I found on the Library of Congress website, they could get a better image of it here, and they can analyze this tablet. So they could kind of fill out this worksheet based off of that cuneiform tablet made during the time of ancient Mesopotamia. So special qualities of the artifact, describe how it looks and how it feels if you have access to it, shape, color, texture, weight, size. Uses of the artifact, what might it have been used for, who might have used it, what might, where might it have been used, when might have it been used, what does the artifact tell us, what does it tell us about the life and the times of people who made it and used it. I thought that was kind of an interesting question and an important question. Hopefully students will be able to derive some insights about the lifestyles and the people that used the artifact. Can you name a similar item of today? So if you're talking about a cuneiform tablet that has writing on it that describes record keeping for grain or something like that. Something that would be similar today would be the record keeping documents of a corporation, production, accounting documents of a corporation or something like that. And then the final question, bring in a sketch, a photograph, or the artifact listed in the 4C above, to class. So this worksheet is a great kind of way to analyze a particular artifact. There are other worksheets on this website for political cartoons, photographs, written documents. But let me show you the PDF version of that same artifact worksheet. So once they complete this worksheet in the PDF form, they can print it right here in this button here and print out their answers and bring it to class. So again, those are two different tools that students can use to analyze primary sources that they find on digital archive databases. And thanks for listening.